Hello loves, here we are with another journaling video. This one is for the August calendar in the Traveler's Notebook, and I'll be giving astrology dates as well. So I'm gonna look here. Let me show you what I have been doing. I think if you haven't been following, or if you have been following, this is kind of the gist of what I've been doing. And I'm using the regular Traveler's Notebook insert, the blank calendar date, and I've kind of been adjusting how I do it. So last month I did a July calendar. Then, because I'm an astrologer and intuitive healer and offer all kinds of services on my website for that, I track astrology. So because of that, I'm tracking the moon cycles, I'm tracking when planets ingress into a new sign, I'm tracking retrogrades and all these kinds of things. And so because of that, I had been curious about creating a sun season calendar instead of a monthly calendar, because I wanted to be able to see the entire sun season. I kind of delineated it here with this pink line, but I wanted to be able to see the entire sun season that splits across months and actually see it in one swoop. So last month I did the July, and then immediately after that I did a Leo season calendar. I immediately hated it. So I'm glad that I did it. I don't like doing this stuff. I am a Virgo sun and I just want to have it done, you know, right the first time. I don't like making mistakes, but isn't it a great and beautiful lesson for life that that's not how it works? And it's also a lesson about the creative process, because we have to be willing to create no matter what the results are, so that we can learn and, you know, adjust from that and expand our consciousness and our awareness. So I'm glad I did it, because I was able to see visually, okay, the whole Leo season on one page, on one calendar. But what I didn't like about it immediately was how jarring it was to look at the dates like this, you know, not in order, and the way that it started doing that. So I left it like this, and I had stickers on it for like 24 hours, 48 hours. And I was like, I immediately hate it. So I took the stickers off so that I could try to salvage those. So today we are going to go to August. And what I've done this time, just to save for people watching to have to watch me do all of the date stamping, even though I've been increasing the speed on that so that you don't have to. So let me know if you like the ASMR of that, like watching me quickly do it when it's sped up, or is it nice to just have it already done? I figured, you know, I'd just try it this way and see. So I'll still stamp August, I'll still put the stickers on, and I'll still give you all the astrological dates so that you can follow along with me if you want to do this. And then in the future, what I've decided is, yes, I liked seeing this visually in terms of all of the transits and different things that were happening, but it's too jarring to me. It feels like jumping the shark a little bit. It's like, you know, it's too much. If I had a separate calendar, I did have a wall calendar at one point that was a sun seasonal calendar, and I really like that for visual reference. But for my day-to-day Traveler's Notebook, this is my calendar that I use for work. I want to be able to see it in the regular month. So going forward, I'm going to do the month ahead, how I'm going to circumvent the problem that I was feeling that I couldn't see it all, is I'm going to do the upcoming month before the next sun season, so that I have all 4 weeks of it in one place. The only reason I didn't do that now is because of this package, because I ordered new stickers and I was waiting for them, and I just literally got them today, August 2nd. And so I'm a little behind in what I want to do going forward. But my plan is to keep it on the monthly format. And then before the sun season changes, I'll go and do the, you know, next month. So for August, we'll do that today. And then by, you know, mid-August, I will do a video for September. because I'm going to want that ahead. And then what's great about it too is if you are doing this, even if you're not tracking the sun cycle and you don't care about the astrology piece of it all at all, you can still follow with me and create your calendar for the following month 2 weeks before that month starts. And to me, it's a little less crazy making because you can start putting, you know, your plans down, right? A little bit early. So I'm going to set this aside for a moment and open this. So this is a Serica Studio order. If you don't know about her, I love her stickers. I use them almost exclusively. I do have some other stickers, and I've got washi tape that I add to my Hobonichi for my daily journaling. But I love this. So we're going to open it, and I'm going to just leave it on this side so my address is not visible. I just love the way that she packages these too. It's just so, it's so sweet. Thank you for shopping small. I mean, how adorable. I can link her YouTube. And sometimes I like to save these stickers to put in my Hobonichi. For if you're interested in how I do my daily Hobonichi, let me know and I can do a separate video of that. But I like to keep little ephemera like this for things that happen for the day so that I can, you know, use it later. So I'll set that off to the side or put it on my little dish here. Okay, so let's see what I ordered. I love her stuff so much, and what I do is I'll kind of track, like, what was it that I am out of in my stickers. So I'll kind of look here before I order and go, okay, which ones am I really using? Okay, I want to order that again, whatever. And then I also kind of check out, well, which ones am I drawn to? Like, which ones am I just using all the time? And that's kind of interesting to see over time, which ones. But I almost without fail, every single time, I love her little card here. Thank you. And she personally writes your name. I mean, how friggin' adorable is that? So what was I going to say? Every time, oh, almost without fail, every single time I order, afterwards, I'm like, oh, damn it, I should have added this, or I should have added this. And I notice that I'm almost out of my rose stickers, and I don't know why, but I have just been loving them. This is my second sheet of rose stickers. Where is it? And I've only got one left, and I'm like, oh no, I should have ordered more rose stickers. Here it is. And so yeah, this is my second sheet. There's a number 1 that has more pink roses, and then there's this number 2 that has a little bit lighter roses. And I'm finding that I'm using those all the time. So that's when I didn't order. So it's almost like the moment that I get an order, I start figuring out what my next order is going to be. So this one, I almost ordered a couple of these because it seems like a great deal. This is one of the Misfit packs, and she had these a while ago and they immediately sold out. I want to say it's like $12, and you get all these loose stickers that are just like excess that she has that are outside of packs or whatever. So it's kind of like a mystery, you know, it's a Misfit pack, but it's also a mystery pack. So we'll open up that later, but these are the ones that I actually ordered. And I'll show you the one that I was waiting on for the August calendar, which is why it took me a while to sit down and do this. Okay, I just love this. I love her, and it looks like I got one of the moth ones too, which is super cool in the Misfit pack. But I love getting her big stickers. I have a bunch of them. I have them up front here, like the coffee cup. Do I have any more in here? This is becoming a longer video now because I'm kind of doing an unboxing at the same time. Her moon sticker. What else? I thought that I had, no, that's not hers. Anyways, you get the idea. I like her bigs. This is one of hers. So anyways, I like getting those for the insert covers to use for that. And then I have some on my small as well. I don't think that these are, that one's not hers. That one's not hers. But you get the idea. I like to put a big sticker. So I'd like to order some of these ahead of time so that when I'm, you know, ready for new inserts, I can grab that. She always includes one of these little samplers, which I love. I think I've had this one before. What's great about it is that you can try different things. So I actually ordered some of these this time because I liked these. So it's a great marketing tool that she's doing that. So that's great. So I ordered 2 of these. I used these in, did I use these in July? Yeah, I used the car or the van, and oh, I used the motor scooter on the Leo one, but that's one of the ones that I salvaged to use later. But I really like this. I love the words one. I almost wish she would do one. I almost wish she would do one that was all words, because they're great little accents to put on your calendar. Okay, so I got 2 of those. I got 2 of these into the forest because there's something that I just noticed that I was like blowing through these and really love using these. Like I even have the mushroom sheet, but I love these little psychedelic mushrooms. It's so fun. It's like kind of Alice in Wonderland-y. I got 1 of these. I love this. I was blowing through these. I love the hiking boots. They're so cute. And this little lantern, like it's so symbolic. It doesn't have to just be for camping. That's the other thing, is like you got to look at the sheets and go, well, what can I use? You know, what can I use these? Oh, I did get a rose. Yes. I thought that I hadn't done that. Oh, I'm so glad I got another one. This I got ahead of time for September or October. I felt like, okay, I'm going to need that going forward. So I did get roses. That's amazing. The pine cones. I love this because, you know, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, this is like fall, winter, but not if you're in the Pacific Northwest. Like we have evergreen trees like this all the time. So I realized this would be great to have. I just wanted to get a bunch of greenery. So this is really cool. I might use some of these for August. And then this is the one that I wanted for August, like these tropical flowers in the top right corner of my planner. Like maybe I'll use one of those. So we'll see. I got some of these for the first time. I love using these in my daily Hobonichi. And then I hadn't gotten the birds before, so I wanted to check those out. So that's kind of my order. And then I'm curious to see what is in this Misfit pack. So obviously, if you want to just get to the calendaring, you can fast forward if you have no interest in this unboxing. But so I got another big sticker. That is awesome. That's going to be so cute on the cover of an insert. And I forgot that I'd even gotten these. In fact, I was thinking that I'd gotten this color in the circles. I have some of the circles that I use for my date stamps, these guys, and I was thinking that I ordered this in the circle, but maybe, oh no, what am I saying? This is the mystery pack. Oh, that is so cool, because I was going to order this color anyway in the circle. So I'll try out the stars. I was thinking that I ordered something wrong, but that's not. Ooh, this is really fun too, because I've never had any of these sheets. So that'll be fun to use, especially for calendaring and planning. This is cool. I haven't had this one before. This one I have. Oh, this one is awesome. I almost reordered this because I really like this. I like the words and all of that. And then I got a vintage map dot stickers. I've almost ordered these before, and I just ordered this last time, and I haven't used one yet. But what I've been thinking about is finding something that's small enough to fit inside of it, like a flower, and then putting that over the top. I think that would be really cool. So anyways, that's the accidental unboxing that you're getting, because I needed this order in order to make the calendar. So let me pick some of the stickers that I think I want to use, and then we'll get into the calendaring for August. Okay, so I think I kind of have it figured out what I want to do, what stickers I want to use, so I have those set aside. The last couple of videos that I've done, I felt like I've taken so long to pick stickers, and then I speed it up and it's even still too long. So the very first thing I'm going to do, and maybe I'll even cut this out from the video so you don't have to watch it, but I do not want this Leo calendar lingering in between when I'm flipping July to August. So I'm actually going to glue these pages together. So I've grabbed my glue stick, and we'll just see how that goes. I'm really hoping that it does not bubble, and we shall find out together. All right. Okay. We'll see if I need that again, but I'm going to use a brayer to kind of seal that, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so I'm going to clip this down, and we'll start with sticker application, and then I'll put in the astrology dates and let you know what that is. And I will put them in the description so that you have them as a list and it's not challenging to follow along, or you can print them out. So I am going to do, I've said in previous videos, I hate this thing. And so I always am putting a sticker over this to kind of cover it up. And then it also kind of gives a theme for the month. So there is absolutely nothing tropical about the Pacific Northwest where I live, but I really liked these stickers for just depicting summer. I'm like, we don't have tropical foliage. This is not it, but we can imagine that we're in Hawaii or something. This is why I use these, because sometimes the sticker has so many layers, and this one, oh, maybe that's actually connected. That's why. Okay, I thought these were two separate stickers. All right, well, that's going to be interesting because when I go here, this is going to be up, or I'm doing it like that. You know what? I'm actually going to cut it off. I feel like that's sacrilege to do, but I will save that for a different use. Okay, so there we go. We get to do this life and our journaling practice exactly as we want and what meets our needs. Okay, give yourself full permission to do whatever the hell you want. Okay, so now that I have that down, I'm going to stamp August. Oh, I just actually drew on the page. I'm going to stamp August, and then I'll put in the astrology dates and you can follow along with me. And if you are doing this from blank, I should have mentioned, I mean, you can see it here, but the 1st starts on a Friday for August and the 31st ends on a Sunday. So I'm going to flip this over and get out my stamps and do August. And this is just a little VersaMagic thing. I've shown this before. The links for this, for all the things are, I'll try to put as many as I can of this video in this video, but the links for all my favorite things also live on my website under resources and under favorites. So, and I've got like a whole tab for books that I love, that I recommend, all kinds of stuff. So, and you know, it's probably a question of people that do stuff like this. Do you, when the names of the months get longer, do you shorten them or not? I do in my Hobonichi because the spread is smaller. There's just less space. And, but this, there's plenty of space, so I don't care. Okay. Okay, so there's that. So that's the only stamping that you have to watch. And then we'll clue into some stickers and then some astrology dates. So here we are with August. Very first, what am I going to do very first? I think I decided that I am going to try these octagon stickers. They're a little difficult to get off, so I highly recommend one of these tweezers. I think I have these linked somewhere. But I thought they were going to be too big, but there's an overbleed of the ink here. So the actual octagon is smaller. So I think it will work for, I like to put them on special dates so they stand out. I learned that from Serica, the creator of this. Makes me happy to do that. And I spent a little bit of time getting that last one off, so we'll see. So I think that's it for these guys for the month, but I can always add later. I will write, I always write goals here at the bottom, and then I will add those later. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to put new and full moon, and I have these linked probably on my website too, but I'll try to link them again in this video. All right, so we have a full moon in Aquarius on, and all my exact full moon stickers are gone, so I just go with the closest I can get. We have a full moon in Aquarius on the 9th. And let me see, how have I done that in the past? Yeah, I've put them down there. I kind of maybe want to adjust that. Let me see. Do I want to adjust that? It's so interesting doing these. Do I want to go here and then write Aquarius underneath? I'm going to stick to what I've been doing. Okay, and then we have a full moon on, or that is the full moon. And then we have a new moon in Virgo on the 23rd. Okay, so let me set that off to the side. So the 23rd, we have a new moon. Okay, so then I'm going to write in Aquarius. And we're going to write in Virgo. And the other thing that I've started doing, which I'm going to do here, is I've started adding the names of the full moons. I track those on my Hobonichi too. So July is the buck moon, or I like honeymoon because I think it's cuter. And that's where the word honeymoon comes from. Traditionally, people got married in June, and then they would go on vacation to celebrate under the honey moon. How cute is that? Strawberry moon, flower moon, you get the idea. So we're going to go to August, and it is the Dog Days moon. Okay. So I'm putting that there. And then let's see. We've got Mars going into Libra on August 6th. So Mars, Libra, and I like to do like a little line above and below. We've got the full moon. Mercury is going to go direct on the 11th. So Mercury direct. At the time of this video, the 2nd, you should be somewhat in possession of your Mercury retrograde message. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Mercury retrogrades for 3 weeks at a time. It has a 2-week setup phase and a 2-week integration phase. This happens 3 times a year. You can set your watch by it. Mercury retrograde is about disintegration to reintegration. That comes directly from one of my astrology teachers who calls it that. But in the middle of that 3-week period is when you should start to have your Mercury retrograde message. And that is, what message are you receiving about what communication, language, anything that you're taking, any kind of languaging area or messaging have you been taking for granted, and you think it's one way, and this is an opportunity. It's kind of like the hangman in the tarot. It's an opportunity for you to see something from a different perspective. And so around this time, we're at the midpoint right now as I'm recording this. So just think about, you know, if you know about it, you can kind of tune in with it and go, hey, what messages have I been receiving? And if you don't want to pay attention to that, that's fine too. Okay, Sun is going to go into Virgo on the 22nd. Okay, so that's where that, well, I think I was doing it with this highlighter. It's one of the midliners. So this is where I'm marking, so I know this is where the new sun season begins. So visually I can see that. And then we've got the new moon in Virgo, and then we have Venus going into Leo on the 25th. So I'm gonna put that one there. Venus into Leo. Ooh, that's gonna be juicy. She's in Cancer right now with Jupiter, and nurturing herself and discovering what internal Cancerian emotional needs that she has, and also giving herself permission to receive whatever that is. And then Leo is about leadership, so it's where she's going to step out and go, hey, I got something to say, and I'm going to lead the collective into a new dream. All right, I did that one. I'm going to do this. Let's see if there's any other dates. I was considering doing some ongoing down here, and just like Jupiter in Cancer, that's for a year. Uranus is currently in Gemini, and Chiron is currently in Aries, just as like a visual quickly to go, where are these things? Saturn is in Aries, Neptune is in Aries, Mercury, Leo, and Pluto will be in Aquarius for the next 20 years. But I'm like, I almost feel like it's too, I don't want to track it. It's like, I kind of know, and I don't know that I really want to. I may change it later, but for right now, I feel good with that. Okay, so I'm thinking I have 4 days here. So I've got some kind of vertical or horizontal space to fill up. And so I was going to kind of try to do something there. So I like this. So I'm thinking I'm going to go kind of like that to take up some horizontal space. And then I was thinking, I love these hiking boots, and I am going into the mountains again this month. So actually that's not a terrible image for this month either, to use that mountain. I love the hiking boots. So I was kind of thinking hiking boots up here. And then I love this little saying, may your search through nature lead you to yourself. I mean, how friggin' perfect is that? The hiking boots, and then to do that little visual. And I kind of, the other reason, I'll just bring in the theme. The other reason why I kind of wanted to do green is because we're getting ready to go into Virgo season, and she's kind of the high priestess, the one that's most closely connected to nature, I guess. I mean, Taurus obviously is the earth mother, so there's that. But I just equate her with greenery and nature and being outside and natural medicine, all of that. It's interesting that we're about to go into Virgo season, and I'm working on a new class for Insight Timer on the healing powers of essential oils, which is so high priestess, so Virgo. All right, so this is the part where I don't want you to have to wait for me while I decide. It's really interesting to be on camera. You know, it's kind of funny too that I'm going into the woods and I'm talking about this, and then I'm using tropical flowers, but whatever. It's not perfect. Okay, do I want to do this one? I kind of want to do this one because I'm going into the mountains, not this one is the coast. Okay, I think I found it. It's truly ridiculous to do this on camera because you just don't realize, like, the creative process takes longer than a video, and it just seems so silly, like you're just putting stickers down. But to do it on video and to be having to like make it happen. So this was on my Leo calendar and I salvaged it. So I salvaged this one too. And there's some paper there. Okay. Then I think I decided on this to go here. And debating about putting this map here. Yeah, I like it. That's the other thing is like, you have to put one sticker, this is my experience anyways, you have to put one sticker down before you can see kind of where the other ones are gonna go. The bicycle is kind of cute actually. This is how, I mean, you just, it's all about spatial. Look, I've got a bike and this on one page, isn't that funny? How that worked itself out. Okay, so there we go. And then typically what I will do is I'll mark like what these days are, what they mean, and then I'll write like vacations and all of that. I usually do that in this gold color, the way that I've done here before. And then I'll put little tasks down and I'll put my goals forward and see if I want to. Ooh, I like how I did, where was it? I like how I did the poetry off to the side. Maybe I'll add a little poetry sticker there. I mean, even it's kind of cute sometimes to just add like a bird or something on a day that doesn't have something already written. So that's kind of cute too. Let's think of one of the poetry stickers. I kind of am going off of color a little bit here. That's kind of cute. Okay, so I think that's it. Let me know how you like this, and if you're doing, I'm curious who's doing this along with me. Do you already have a calendaring system? Are you using the Traveler's Notebook? Are you using something else? I can show in another video my Hobonichi, and with that I'm doing more collaging each day. It's a daily practice, and then it's also kind of just documenting what's gone on, but not in any serious way, just kind of feeling into the energetics of the day and seeing what we got. So, all right, let me know what you're doing. Are you doing a Virgo season instead of August? Are you going back to the monthly like me? Because I just did not super love the sun season videos. All right, take care.